Let's move on to our third topic, staying in the NFL and actually moving to Alfred's Jets. So DJ Reed, who plays for the New York Jets, was talking recently about how this Jets defense has a lot of potential. If I can read the quote right here, he said, "I'm very confident. I think we have the potential to be the best defense in the NFL. And honestly, I think we could be historical. Not just the best defense in the league, but I think we can have a historical defense like the 85 Bears, like the Legion of Boom in Seattle in 2013. I think we could be that dominant if we put all things together and just focus on the now." Man, that's a big statement for a guy who is not Sauce Gardner and is not Quinnen Williams, but he's showing the confidence. I will start with you, Alfred. You're a resident Jets fan. Your thoughts on this, and can the New York Jets in 2023 be the equivalent of the 2013 Legion of Boom in Seattle or the 85 Bears defense?
I think so. I mean, we've seen classic defenses come and go in the last 10 years. Whether it was the Legion of Boom, whether it was Saxonville, whether it's the Steel Curtain in Pittsburgh that comes up every 2 to 3 years, like I firmly am a believer in what DJ Reed is saying. Look at the defense just by position. We've got DJ Reed on one side as a corner. We got Sauce Gardner on the other side. Sauce Gardner had the craziest year a rookie defensive back could have ever in NFL history, I think. Then you look at the rest of our defensive core. We got both Quincy and Quinnen Williams. Quinnen Williams, by the way, earned that contract, contrary to what some people say. And then, like, the defense is just amazing. And the Jets have always been known for what throughout the history of the franchise? Not the offense, the defense. And with this defensive unit, I'm pretty sure that we'll be winning games because of the defense if the offense doesn't hold up. And we're probably going to end up hurting some guys. So I think he's right. Do I want to go 85 Bears? The game is different. I wouldn't make a comparison that far back, only because in 85 you could have got away with assault on a football field. So we're not in the days of Dr. Jack Lambert and all those guys anymore, Jack Tatum. So I'm not going to go ahead and say 85, but out of the last 10 years, we probably have a crazy, formidable defense, and Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and those boys in Buffalo will feel that on Monday night.
That's interesting. You make the point about how, the case for the Jets, if they are a great defense this year, and they certainly have the personnel to be just that, that the argument would be similar to kind of like the 85 Bears in that offense was subpar. I think the Jets offense will be better than the Bears offense in 1985. But, if you look at historically, that Bears offense was bad. That Bears, defense was keeping them in games. You could argue the same for the Seattle Seahawks Legion Boom back in 2013. Certainly some games that defense was able to win there for them. So it's a very interesting point on your part. To Devin now, can the Jets in 2023 be like the 85 Chicago Bears?
No way. No way, for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm mad that y'all keep on forgetting my 2000 Ravens, man. One, arguably the toughest defense that any team can arguably win up against. But anywho, I don't think that the Jets will be 85, 85 Bears. Number one, Alfred already kind of said it, that the game has changed. The way that the ref and the game is refereed to the offense and cater to the offense, it's no way that you're gonna be able to completely shut out an offense. I'm pretty sure the Jets, I haven't seen their schedule, but I'm pretty sure they got some tough teams, and a couple of their teams is coming out of their division. I'm pretty sure the Bills is already going to have them on their target list because they already feel threatened that they are getting ready to dethrone them from the AFC East Championship. I'm pretty sure Miami has something to say once you come down to Miami. And, if Miami can have that high-power offense they started off with in the beginning of last year. So I don't think that the Jets will become a top-rated defense as far as the 85 Bears, 2000 Ravens, or even the Legion of Boom. I think they have a great defense. I think their defense will have them in games a lot this year, but far as the stat wise of them getting put up there as the top defenses, I don't think so.
Yeah, and you bring up an interesting point. DJ Reed didn't mention this in the quote, to be fair, but listen, I do agree that the 2000 Ravens defense is the greatest defense of all time. That defense literally won them. I remember they went weeks without scoring an offensive touchdown. Like that defense led by Ray Lewis and company. It was incredible what they were able to do to numerous offenses. Even as a Steelers fan, I gotta give you love in that regard. Finally to Barry. By the way, as a former Jets fan, by the way, smartly in fairness, did leave the franchise years ago. I think it was when they drafted Geno Smith, and look at Geno Smith now. Look where he is now in Seattle.
Took him a while, though.
It took him a while, but listen, the Jets are this franchise where young quarterbacks' dreams go to die. We know this, okay? That's how it goes historically. Thankfully, Aaron is not that young. So, can the Jets defense be the 85 Chicago Bears or even the 2013 Seahawks Legion of Boom?
The glasses are coming off. Because I'd like to address anybody who thinks that this defense is anywhere close to the 2000 team or the Ravens, or the 85 Bears, or as Alfred said, the steel curtain, which is blasphemous.
Yes, it is.
This Jets defense might not even be better than the 08, 09 Rex Ryan teams. We have to remember that. That was the last great defense that the Jets have ever had. And guess where those two teams ended up? In AFC title games against your Steelers in one of those, right? So I don't know if they're that good. We have to see. They're a top 5 defense. I don't even think they're better than Pittsburgh's defense this year. They're up there, but I'm not going to say that they're one of the best historical defenses of all time. It's not. They have good pieces, but they don't have any real impactful linebackers, right? CJ Mosley is pretty good, but he's not Greenlaw. He's not anybody like that, right? Quinnen Williams might be one of the best defensive linemen in football, right? He's up there, top 5, right? We got Sauce Gardner, but the other parts of the defense is more of like a team thing. They don't have great individual pieces, individual parts. That 09 team had great individual parts as well as a great defensive coach that was scheming and had exotic blitzes that they used to send at you. The 2000 Ravens, those teams were just so dynamic in regards and nasty. I don't see that type of defense. They can be a modern style NFL defense that can be able to bend, not break, and get some stops. But when you compare them to even the Rex Ryan defenses and the Ravens and all the other historical defenses, they don't really come close, honestly.
You make an interesting point in the fact that they need to focus on being the best defense in the league before they worry about being one of the greatest of all time. Again, and that's before we even get to scores, before we get to some comments I see here, we've got to the Jets are again 7-10 team last year. Obviously, they added Aaron Rodgers. They talk like they're the defending champs or something. It reminds me a little bit of the whole, which this is LeBron James we're talking about. We're getting to LeBron in the final segment, but this reminds me of the whole LeBron, not 1, not 2, not 3. Like it right. Gives similar sort of vibes. So it's I don't know if I love that. So I'll start with Alfred. Alfred, solid take, but it's blasphemy, buddy. Listen. I always try to be fair in the sense that even if I disagree, if it's a good take, there is no logical reason that this. Now you did make the good point in that. Listen, the rules have changed. Defenses maybe can't be as good to a certain extent as they were in the past. You mentioned the 70 Steelers, Steelers steel curtain, but no, buddy. I love you. No, we're no. Devin, 1,000 points. Great take. I give you the 1,000. I'm sorry. I think it was a good. Yeah, good take. It was a good take because I think you consider the fact that Baltimore obviously is in that conversation as well. The 2000 Ravens defense, which I personally think is the greatest ever. So for the Jets to be in that discussion even is nuts. Forget the steel curtain and the 2013 Legion of Boom Seahawks defense. Yeah, but it's a good take by your part. Barry, you're in the lead. You're going to the final round once again, man. And by the way, you're gonna face Devin in that round as well. We'll get to Alfred before we obviously move on to that. But no, that was a good take on your part. I won't even explain why because I think Barry has something to say.
You know what's crazy about this whole thing is that I always tell you I'm the wrench. But what makes today even better than last week is that Alfred's going home. That's the best part of this particular show. The man bragged. The man that was just talking a whole bunch of smack to me for weeks. Talking about, hey, I can't beat me on the 8 o'clock spot. Well, guess what, buddy? You're going home. You're going home. And you're going to watch me and Devin battle out for the championship this week. All right? So it's all right. It's fine. Be a teammate. Congratulate us. But you're going home.
That's rough. That's rough. Alfred, your thoughts.
I'm gonna go play Madden and play as the Jets with their highly ranked defense and validate my point.
How does playing Madden validate your point?
Make sure you put it on all Madden too, not rookie.
By the way, before I go, their defense in Madden is a top 5 defense this year. They're rated 90.
It is.
Man, that don't mean nothing.
It is a top 5 defense.
Dude, do you know how back in the day when I used to be a Cowboys fan, for those of you who don't know, and then I ditched the franchise in 2020. But when I used to be a Cowboys fan, you know how many times I won the Super Bowl with the Cowboys playing, Madden franchise mode? Okay,
Right.
it's that don't mean nothing, man. Get out of here with that. Get out of here, Alfred. I'm just removing from the street for that. That's just no. Madden. Come on, man. That's crazy.